recent FactFinder investigation looked into an alleged multi-billion-dollar catheter Medicare fraud scheme targeting Medicare beneficiaries. Since then, we've heard from dozens of you reaching out with similar stories. Those stories are making their way to the Kansas Senior Medicare Patrol Group that helps victims report Medicare fraud. 12 News' Dylan Domingue has what they say you need to do if you believe you're a victim.
Medicare Patrol Group has been flooded with calls from Kansans wanting to report Medicare fraud. Now, the quickest way to spot if you've been potentially impacted, thoroughly check your Medicare statements. If there is something that appears off, including medical equipment that you didn't want ordered under your name by a company that you don't recognize, immediately file a fraud complaint. The Kansas Department of Aging and Disability Services told us that they help these victims report their fraud or scam concerns directly to Medicare and the Office of the Inspector General. If you have Medicare and believe you've been impacted, you can call their toll-free number at the number on your screen there, 1-800-860-5260. We also found another safe option includes getting a new Medicare card entirely. Many of you that reached out to us saying that you received a fraud bill more than once said those bills eventually stopped after getting a new card.